So I used to love coming home to this routine at the end of the day. If you don't really particularly need a mat, but if your floor is hard, then do put something down, maybe a couple of towels, just so it's more comfortable. And so what we want to do is roll the spine into the floor. We're lengthening through the spine. Oh, let me just grab my cushion. We're lengthening through the spine as we roll ourselves down. And then once you're down, we want the legs at about a 90-degree angle, and just turn the heels out so you can let the legs relax in towards each other. And we can have a little wiggle around through the body, lengthening through the spine, creating more space in the trunk of the body. And then if you can close your eyes and relax your jaw. And where you're feeling your body in contact with the floor, let your body sink into that support. And we'll do the same again, this time taking an extra long breath out, softening into the exhale. And we'll do that 2 more times. And you know, it's quite nice to take a sigh and just really let go of all that tension and stress you may have picked up today. So we just want to become aware of our breath and deepen the breath, using the exhalation to relax your body. And once we're feeling relaxed through the body, we're going to keep the legs at the 90-degree angle, but shuffle the feet together. So we want the legs side by side, the knees glued together. I'm going to grab my cushion, so you can use a cushion or a pillow. You know, if you've got yoga blocks, that would be fine. And we're going to drop the knees over to the side. So you're either placing the cushion underneath the knees or underneath the hip. You might not even need the support, but I just find it a bit more comfortable. So we want to become comfortable in the twist, keeping the inside of the knees glued together. Releasing through the lower spine and relaxing through the whole of the body. One more breath and we'll bring the knees back to the center, taking the support to the other side and dropping the knees over to the side. And again, we want to become as comfortable as we can in the twist. Taking a few rounds of a full deep breath and just softening the body into the exhale. The next exhale, we can bring the knees back to the center. And then take the feet hip width apart and just bring the heels towards the buttocks. So we want the heels underneath the knee joints. We can lift the gaze, check our alignment. We want the nose in line with the navel. Resting the head down, and we're dropping the knees again over to the right side. So just letting the legs drop and flop to the right. Making yourself comfortable. And then if we can give the glutes a squeeze on the left side, so we get this lovely stretch into the left hip flexor, we can breathe into that stretch. And then with the next exhale, let go of the stretch, relax the whole of the body. We'll take a few more rounds of breath. Releasing into the exhale. And with the next exhale, we'll bring the knees back to the center and just let the legs drop and flop to the other side. You know, of course, you can still use the cushion if you feel you need the support. Making yourself as comfortable as you can in the twist and squeezing the glutes on the right side this time. So we're breathing into our stretch. Relaxing that squeezing of the glutes as we exhale, softening the whole of the body as we breathe out. And with the next breath out, we'll bring the knees back to the center. And again, just lift the gaze, check your alignment. Resting head down, we're bringing the knees to the chest. Bring one knee in and the other knee in so there's no strain on the back. And if you're able, take your arm across the legs. If not, maybe just across one leg. that will be fine. And we want to keep the knees nice and high. We're twisting again over to the right side, and again it might be nice to use your cushion, or maybe the arm will give you enough support. So we bring that twist really high up the spine. We get this lovely expansion across the upper chest, and we can breathe into that space. Looking to relax your arm and your hands and your fingers as you exhale. Breathing into the space as you inhale. And we'll move after the next inhale, bringing the knees back to the center, and of course taking our twist to the other side. Making yourself as comfortable as you can. Breathing into the stretch and softening on the exhale all the way across the chest and down the arm to the palm and hands and fingers. And after the next breath in, we'll bring the knees back to the center. Keep them there. We're going to lift up the head, the neck, the shoulders. We can hold on to the back of the thighs and squeeze yourself nice and small, breathing into the back of your body. Stretching through the whole of the spine. And if there's any problems in your back, roll onto your side now. Otherwise, we're going to extend those legs and rock back and forth. Little massage for the spine, maybe just 2 or 3 times. And then from here we're coming on to all fours and preparing for a downward facing dog. So we can spread the fingers, broaden your palms, get your weight spread equally across the base of your fingers and your thumbs. We want the knees underneath the hip joints, and if we can then tuck the toes under, and we're lifting those hips and pushing back for a downward facing dog. So do move the shoulders away from the ears. We can encourage the shoulder blades down towards the hips and create space also between the shoulder blades. And then we can have a pedal and a play around with the legs, waking up, mobilizing the lower body. Play around is quite nice if we bring the feet together and do a little kind of curtsy movement to get into the side of the body. You know, you can make any shapes you want with our downward dogs. Quite nice to arch and concave the back, a kind of cat-cow sort of movement. But once you become familiar with the pose, you know, you can play around as much as you like with it. There we go. From here we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet and come into nice easy forward fold. So you feel free to bend the knees so there's not too much pressure in the spine or lower back or the hamstrings. And then give the shoulders a shimmy out and shake out your arms and your hands and your fingers. Then we'll give the head a good old shake as well, releasing any stress from the mind, relaxing the muscles in your face and your jaw, and then just gently nodding your head up and down, releasing out through the neck. And we can keep the arms and the head and the neck relaxed, and we'll pull the navel towards the spine, and we'll gently unfurl the spine. And again, if there's pains in the back, you can use your arms, walking yourself up and out of the twist. Ooh, slowly rolling up. We don't want a head rush. Maybe just rolling out those shoulders, and then you're ready to enjoy the rest of your evening.